When you come to Tanzania, you come to your home. Straight to your house.
I will.
You must cook for me. I'll stay. You give me my room. I'll come get you. Give me my room in your house. I'll come get you at the airport.
Okay, it's a lovely Sunday, and I'm here to do the needful once again by bringing to you spanking new entertainment news and then pan-African contents. Call me Oluwa TJ, and I'm gonna respond accordingly. All right, let's move straight to action. Yesterday, Davido had his 5 Alive tour in the land of Dubai, and it was lovely to see him bringing on board Diamond Platinums, who happens to be a Tanzanian artist on board or as part of the proceedings. Wow. It brings me to my next line of action. Nigerians prefer bringing on board Tanzanian artists currently as compared to Ghanaian artists, which was the order of the day. You could chronicle the fact that during or some years ago, Davido would have an event at the O2 Arena and the likes of Stonebwoy, King Promise will make their way to the stage and add up, their bit by also performing their songs. He saw it as a way of bringing his brother and his Ghanaian brother on board to do the needful. Well, it is different these days because of how we are approaching Nigerians with our controversial narratives, these days. But it is what it is. Now, the question for the day, or the question of the day, is that why do Nigerians prefer bringing on board Tanzanian artists as part of their events and then the bond of other African countries as compared to Ghana? We'll look into it. I have videos of the event in Dubai, and then behind the scenes when he requested to be in the house of Diamond Platinums for a meal and to spend time with him, plus some few tidbits. I'll be right back and we'll look at the story wholeheartedly.
When you come to Tanzania, you come to your home. Straight to your house.
I will.
You must cook for me. I'll stay. You give me my room. I'll come get you. Give me my room in your house. I'll come get you at the airport.
Okay, that's an interesting one and a beautiful event, I must say. Congratulations to the Grammy nominee, Omale and Davido's with you. All right, it's part of the best music or best African music performance. Congratulations to Obio. I salute you, sir. Okay, but now let's come back to the topic on board. Now Nigerian artists prefer doing it with other people or other Africans. Precisely Tanzanians, and this is my second topic basically about this one. But the question of the day is that Ghanaians love to have the support of Nigerians. But day in, day out, we jab them as teachers, all right, and we jab them as originators of what I feel we are not and what facts and findings have come to state that we are not, or we are not it. As such, they know. You think they don't see, you think they are not online as we do. All right, social media is vast, it's buoyant for everybody. As such, everybody sees a lot going on. When you tune in or you turn on, you switch on your phone and you see these kind of narratives, you don't feel the banter around it anymore. You feel that these kind of narratives are kind of personal in a way, and it should stop. And I have been a voice to that. Nobody loves my country than myself. I love my country. But I always say that speaking the truth adds up, all right, to us building a new wave and a new face. Guys, let's call a spade a spade. The current entertainment pundits are not helping us. Music should be enjoyed. Music should be revered. Unfortunately, we are currently taking a stance of bantering and competing with Nigeria. Who does that? Who in the world will do that? All right? You look at 1992 and the previous era of the Tupacs and the Notorious B.I.G. who were indulged in the hip hop culture. They brought about these beefs and it didn't end well. I thought beefs in the rap entertainment space was supposed to show who is lyrical and who can go at each other. Even with that, it's not within the line of bantering. Music is in line with the fact that it's like a forest. And this is my third time of saying this. When you enter the forest, every tree is standing on its own. So why would you compete who is successful? Question for the gods. Why would you compete who is successful? Can't we all do music, bask in it, collaborate together, and arrive at creating, quality creative music of the African space? Another problem with my country is that we have not been able, or we've thrown our way, or we've thrown away, our identity, and foreign cultures and foreign genres have influenced our space. These and many more are some of the problems of our industry. We've not been able to codify an original identity. Foreign genres are an inflow and influx within our system. Now, it is up to us to make sure and pave a way for a new generation of musicians, of young, musicians who will come into the scene and give us something new. The three big S's which we are known for in our space, and I'm talking about Ghana, Sarkodie Shatawale Stonebwoy, I feel have outlived their whole itinerary within the space. I'm not saying we should do away with them, but they can be a stepping stone for the young ones. They can give or pave the way for them to come and see what we can do. I recently saw a young man known as RC bringing out a new and beautiful genre, which is rebranded High Life, Hip Life together. All right, which the genre is so sweet and infusing to listen to. Let's have a look at it. For copyright reasons, I cannot share more of him and of his sound here, but this is what we need to do. Let's come back to Davido, all right, and the whole Niger space. Them doing away with the Ghana relationship carefully and discreetly shows that we've curved and we've carved a path which is not needed. And that path is criticizing people who we later turn around to request for help from. We later turn around and blame them for not supporting us. And one of the things we say a lot is that they do not play our songs on their airwaves. All right, we need to do more. We need to promote ourselves. We need to project ourselves for us to be played. How many times do we visit Nigeria? Gospel musician MOG from Ghana had his song been lifted as a main study to some, and a lot of the churches in Nigeria were singing it, but they didn't know the artist. Maybe on social media, but his presence was not felt. What I know is that from what people have told me, Pastor Pass One Corner was also doing well in Nigeria. He was not present to hit on it and then do the needful. So there are a lot of things we don't understand. All right, I don't even know whether we are too pampered or that's what I'm saying. I don't know. But the question of the day is that, I feel like we can do music without competing. We can do music without sounding controversial. Music is beautiful when everybody's identity is brought on board for people to listen. Question for the gods. But shout outs to Davido and at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai doing the 5 Alive tour. All right, it's lovely to see. You saw the crowd, you saw the performances. All right, you saw Diamond Platinum and Davido requesting, to stay in Diamond Platinum's house, enjoying food in Tanzania and a whole lot. That would be lovely to see. The aura of music and the atmosphere is currently telling Ghanaians that we need to do the needful to be appreciated. We spoke about Molly's Shake It to the Mask, and we said that this song should take us to the international. Oh, this song should have grabbed a Grammy and a whole lot. Molly's Shake It to the Mask. All right, it's not as big as Black Sherif's second summer. Look at what Burna Boy did to the song. Look at how internationally revered it was. It still could not garner and gather Grammy's nomination. So let's not outjump the whole narrative and then say it in a different ditch. All right, the girl just came into the system. She needs to be consistent, and I pray she's able to do so. All right now, Uganda's Eddie Kenzo is being considered for Grammy. Uganda is coming into the picture. Ghana, South Africa has come into the picture. We need to sit back and then reorient our mindset about this whole music thing and understand that nobody's competing anybody. You just do good music, blow out there, gather the numbers, and then add a business status quo around the whole thing. Either than that, you would expect people to talk for you to become swollen-headed on the airwaves thinking you are there. But when you go out there, the end will justify the means. And I said it in my last video that Grammys are telling us that we are not there yet. This should come as a wake-up call to tell us that we need to work hard. We need to do the right thing. Vybz Kartel was nominated at the detriment of who? Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. Why? Because they see him as an original copycat. To the genres you guys are doing. He's doing it original. You guys are pity pants of what he does. And you're always going to live under his undercut. Alright? You're always going to live underneath him. That's the right way. So let's not blow things out of proportion. I just come here and address issues without any form of bias. It is up to us to disagree and agree. That's what I always say every day. Alright, let's come on board and do this. Guys, if you're a newcomer, subscribe and join this family. It's a Pan-African entertainment and whatever you channel, we share opinions here without any form of bias. Alright, share this video and tell a friend to tell a friend about TJ Studios. It's a Sundays exclusive. I'll be coming your way with more. But until then, alright, I salute you and peace out.
Get ready, brace up for spanking new exclusive right here on this channel with Pan-African content, editorials, TJ's Kitchen, music video dissection, interviews, live session, movie breakdown, music, and more right here on this channel.